biggest story because right now it's the only story, and this may have an issue on getting new stories for the day and the next couple of days because this is turning to a larger scale issue, one with the protest itself and two with the ongoings behind it. Now, we're dealing with right here as a big part of the protest happened where protesters shut down the 101 freeway as immigration demonstrations continue in Los Angeles. A large group of anti-ICE protesters seized the 101 freeway in downtown LA, halting traffic for hours, with California Highway Patrol responding with stun grenades to clear the crowd. Signs of unrest were clear, with objects like scooters, tree branches, and fireworks rained down from the freeway overpasses. It also got really odd as tensions went through for Waymo vehicles. A lot of them that were parked along the side of the road and parked along in serious places. They had tires slashed, graffiti sprayed, and at least two were set on fire because they just couldn't go anyplace. Observers also noted protesters tossing lime scooters into the fires and at police vehicles and police themselves. Thick black smoke from burning lithium-ion batteries posed serious safety risks from those electric cars, and just the chaos and calamity that was what it was. President Trump dispatched around 300 National Guard troops under the Title X authority, I should say, the federal move that was not requested by Governor Newsom. He also has 500 Marines on standby. He basically called up 2,000 National Guard members, only sent 300 there. And the really, really bad part of the look, which it's part of a look, Donald Trump thanked the National Guard for all the hard work they did literally hours after he wrote the paperwork and even more hours before they even showed up on the scene. They hadn't done anything yet, but he thanked him for doing whatever because he is calling this a resurrection. Last time something like this was done where the National Guard was sent someplace where the state did not want them to for federal laws was in the 60s, and that was to forcibly integrate black children into white schools. Not exactly the same look. Local and federal forces have shifted into riot control mode with LAPD, the Highway Patrol, and the National Guard, both sides, using tear gas, flashbangs, and rubber bullets and mounted units to disperse demonstrations, basically breaking up all the fights and all the infos. 24 arrests were made so far. I'm sure it's much, much more by now as they arrested people overnight into this Monday morning. Multiple injuries reported among both the officers and protesters. Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass are denouncing the federal deployment as an overreach. They warned that militarized tactics were fanning the flames rather than restoring order. Washington framed the protest as potential insurrection. Let that wash over you for a moment. Trump saying it's justified federal intervention to protect people and property. Most of the federal troops, National Guard troops under federal action, are protecting federal buildings, which is fine and needs to be done, and that's great. But the point that first thing Trump did in the action was send in his troops that aren't his troops and starts a precedent that really is kind of scary because having actual troops police people in general settings on United States soil, it's not some place we really want to go.